Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Hi, welcome back to Ginger Snaps Reality. I'm going to go over Real Housewives of Rhode Island that aired on Sunday. So we start off where we are at Rula's house, and then they show Joellen's house. They skip around. Like in the beginning, they kind of show the girls' houses. So with Joellen, she's packing because she's going on a work trip, and her sister is going to come help out her husband with the kids. Next, we go to Liz's house, and Dolores comes over, and Liz sages the house because she regrets how she acted at the party last episode and how she acted to Kelsey. And we learned that Kelsey and Dino is Liz's friend, that people are trying to spread rumors that Liz and Dino are having an affair. Kelsey and Dino apparently had a romantic relationship, and it didn't go well. So, Liz said her trust with Kelsey may take a minute, and Dolores asked her, you owe her an apology, and Liz says yes, and she owes me one too. Okay, so then Ashley, Kelsey, Alicia, and Rosie go to the beach, and Alicia brings pizza chips. It's from the pizza restaurant that her fiance owns. I have never heard of pizza chips. Apparently it's cold, and it's the dough and the sauce, and apparently it's a staple out there. Who knew? So I'll have to look into having pizza chips. If I can't find it anywhere here in the Midwest, I guess I'll have to look up the recipe, how to make it. And then we start with the rumor again, having to do with Rula's husband Brian, and that he had a mistress. Apparently, I think she worked for them, so Rula knows who she is. And then something came out recently on Instagram where this mistress, whoever she is, was posting a picture of her in Rula and Brian's backyard. So, and Rula went on 2T's podcast to explain what happened, and said that that was a time when she was actually invited over, and she's like confused why she's posting the picture. Typical housewife drama, I guess, right? So Kelsey is telling the girls about the feud with Liz at the party over Dino, and I guess how heated it got, and that she left. Okay. Then we go to how things are going at Joellen's house, and they show a clip where Joellen and her sister and her husband are talking, and Joellen's sister isn't married, and she said, well, I'll just take Gary's sperm. And Joellen's like, no. She could go to a sperm bank, right? Okay. I don't think Joellen thought that was that funny. So then, next we have a party at Alicia's. Aunt Sharon comes. I love that aunt. She is so outspoken, and like, I had an aunt like that, my Auntie Honey. She was small and mighty and outspoken, and yeah, I miss her. At Alicia's, Rosie isn't there, and Ashley is missing her. And Alicia talks about how relationships before, she was a runaway bride because she would get nervous, being in relationships. So the ladies were giving her advice, since she is not married yet. And Rula asked if she was, would things change? Like, I guess everything's in his name. And let me tell you, the Rhode Island ladies, I just love their accents. So then they get to talking about Rula and what's going on with her, and she's having a hard time with this, trying to get over it, the lies, trying to up Brian, but she doesn't want to keep living like this, looking over her shoulder the rest of her life. I don't blame her. So then next we go Ashley with the boys, and then Rosie comes there. And Rosie likes children, and pretty much, she said she likes them, that when she's done, when she's done with them, they go home with their parent. So she said she can't give 110%, and it never was her dream, to have children. And she's leaning towards no, because she doesn't want to mess anyone up. Apparently, she didn't have a very good relationship with her mom, like expectation-wise and that. So she doesn't want to do that to a kid. So next we see Liz on their boat that was sold, and she's cleaning it up. She invited Kelsey to help so they can talk. And Liz is not proud of how she reacted, and she is getting upset about the rumor. And that's when we learned 10 years ago that Kelsey hooked up with Dino, and she's trying to forget it. And she said she didn't have a good experience like Liz did. So, next, Liz, Rosie, Alicia, Dolores, Ashley, Rula, Kelsey, they go to this rail bike thing. It looks really cool. I've never seen something like that, where it's actually on a railroad and you pedal like a bike, and it's two people to a bike. And that looked like a lot of fun. And then, what is this? Kelsey took, Kelsey, why did I write Kelsey? Rosie, talking about her job. She took a medical leave because she had colitis, and now she's fine. Because there was a rumor going around that she got fired for sleeping with somebody higher up, and Rosie denies that rumor and said it was her that decided to leave because of her colitis. And then Liz is she's wondering about Ashley, because she said when she first met Ashley, Ashley didn't even look at her. And so she thought Ashley didn't like her. She was telling this to Rosie. And Rosie said that sometimes Liz comes across as scary. So that was the thing. And Liz asking people. Do I come across as scary? Um, I, I mean, I've never met any of these ladies, but um, I mean, Rhode Island is not where Ashley grew up. She moved there because of her husband, and he opened a business there, and that's where he's from. She lived in California, and she's from, I believe, Virginia. So, yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes to uh, warm up and get to know people. And Ashley said sometimes her shyness is mistaken for bitchiness. Okay, now Alicia was talking about talking to Billy and asking for money, and it makes her feel bad. She does have a daughter with Billy, and she does not work, but she takes care of the kids. He has a kid from another relationship, and she just would like to, start making her own money and feel worth something. And Rula was telling her to know her value, and Alicia asked Ashley and Rosie what they were talking about earlier, and that's when Ashley and Rosie were talking about Liz, that Liz thinks that Ashley doesn't like her, and that Liz is scary. So they start talking about that, and what is next? Alicia and Rosie, they have a discussion about what she said about Liz, and then Alicia just got very upset with Rosie, calling her a troll, and welcome to Rhode Island, and this is how we roll, thirsty biatch. And yeah, I was just like, whoa, what was that all about? And Ashley's like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. Now, mind you, Ashley was on the Bachelor show, so there was drama, but apparently she's not seen Real Housewives drama. So Liz pulled Alicia to the side, saying she will regret this and to talk to Rosie and hash it out. So Rosie and her hash it out, and they make up, and they hug, and I was just like, wow, that was quick. I've never seen a feud on Housewives last so short and then make up and be nice. So that pretty much was the episode. I am really enjoying this series with it being new, and it's on Sundays, in case you're wondering. And let's just say I feel very awkward talking into the mic by myself doing these recaps, and I apologize if I'm like sucking at this, because I wrote these notes on what happened in the show, and my writing's horrible because it was, when I watched it, was late Sunday. So I apologize. I'll get better at this. I'll get more comfortable with this, where it doesn't feel like I'm reading something, where I'm just like talking naturally. So I will figure this out. But next week, which will air this coming up Sunday, looks good. Brian and Rula and the Mistress. Seems like that is the big story for that one. So Okay, that's it for now. Tonight I'll be watching The Valley, and stay tuned for that recap, whether it comes out, I don't know, Thursday or Friday. So, all right, thanks, chicks.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.